It's a surprisingly chilly Sunday morning. Today's Sunday the 2nd of June 2024 and we're at Glasgow Queen Street on the first train of the morning out towards Edinburgh Waverley, and we're heading there because we're going to visit Scotland's newest railway stations. Notice I said stations because we've got two new stations opening on the brand new Levenmouth Rail Link. So join us, we're going to head through to Edinburgh and then we're going to head up onto the Levenmouth Rail Link with the two new stations at Cameron Bridge and Leven. The Levenmouth Rail Link is a new branch line that's opened up in Fife and has brought a train service to the area for the first time in over 50 years. The new line runs for roughly 5 miles from Thornton Junction between Kirkcaldy and Markinch all the way around to Leven, with a single intermediate station at Cameron Bridge. The original line, which opened back in 1854, was closed to passengers in 1969, but it would still be used by freight to access the distillery at Cameron Bridge or the power station at Methil until the late 1990s.
Still not an option on the actual ticket machines, so I've had to get with the times. Well, that's breakfast taken care of, so now let's go for this train.
Next stop is Haymarket. Passenger safety information notices are located throughout this train.
So that's us now leaving Edinburgh Waverley, heading to Leven. Yeah, somebody had to make that one. Anyways, that's us pulling out of Kirkcaldy, and now this is where we start the journey into the new section. So this track's sort of curving around to the alignment of a neighbouring river. That's the River Orr next to us. The Leven, I think, is a little bit further upstream, just before we then go out into the Firth of Forth. So
never underestimate Kate Douglas' ability to get around.
there it is.
Yeah, you take it. And then we just need to activate them. There's 3 on there, so I will be able to do that. And then just I've been learning that. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Nice. Sorry. Thank you very much. Are we getting up here? Go. No, not getting up here. Join me.
2 bagpipes on that side there.
I didn't want you to overdo it. Oh, I see. I never did. Oh my gosh.
I've just went out here to check out the train. I've been given a task to do. Yeah, I'm not one for manual labour, but needs must. And there is the Fife Heritage Railway there. And there, right there, is the sadly damaged 313121. Well, 2/3 of
Okay, guys.
And we have finally disembarked at Leven. Alright? David! So the plan is, we're going to film this train going out, then we're going to potter about, explore the town, the various bits. We'll also take you to where the old original Leven station used to be as well. The train's gone, I can properly talk about these bridges. Well, I say bridges, it's more one bridge in two bits, but this here is Bobby Bridge. It was built in the late 50s as a main road link between Leven and Meadow on that side there. Now, last year this bit had to close down so they could do work to prepare it for this. So what they did instead to keep a proper road link between the two towns is they built a road down there which would also future-proof as a car park, and then they built a temporary bridge that crossed where the river curls around there, and then they built another extra road there, and then it came out a roundabout just further back that way there, so they could keep a proper flow of traffic between the two towns while the work here was done. You've got the main sort of concourse area here. You've got cast iron sort of design there. It's that there. You've also got ticket machine, and gives me an opportunity to do something I couldn't do in Edinburgh. There's a stone's throw from the train station there. We come to the bus station. This right here is the mouth of the River Leven, and just beyond that is the Firth of Forth. But beyond that, it takes you out into the North Sea. Just walking down this way here, you pass by the leisure centre here. Now, this site here used to be home to a very small little dock. Back in the mid-19th century. Didn't last very long, it was eventually filled in, and then in 1990 the leisure centre was built on top of it. Just along this bridge and past these gates here was the site of the now long demolished Methil power station, built in the mid-60s, decommissioned in 2000 and then fully knocked down by 2011. Now the site is not really used for much. Well, no doubt you were wanting to know a bit about that bridge there, because that's clearly an old disused railway bridge, and it is. So the original railway that went through Leven initially went along the back that way and out towards St Andrews. However, just before the original Leven station, they built a small spur track, went across here and went round to a goods yard just by the sea there. Now, initially the goods yard didn't link up with Leven Harbour, so wasn't really much good for coal export, which was pretty big at the time in this part here. However, there was another railway that came along the other side of the bank there, went through to Methil, where it then linked up with the harbour there. So that's the line heading out of the station, and far off in the distance that way there, you can just about see the edge of the Fife Heritage Railway with a little bit of Class 313. So I'm now going to take you for a little walk around and show you where the original Leven station used to be. So that through there is an underpass where the railway would have come through from where the Fife Heritage Railway is now, and it would have carried on and kept on going down there, and then round through Kilconquhar,
Canooker,
and then Strother, and all the way to St Andrews. Line closed in its entirety in 1969 and still is today. we've come round to Cameron Bridge, and if you look just a couple of bridges down that way, that's where the site of the old Cameron Bridge station would have been. The new station's a couple of hundred metres east from the original station down that way, although unlike with Leven, at least it shares the same track alignment. But on the whole, it's a station. You've got an accessible footbridge down there. You've got a shelter of a similar design to the one at Leven, and you even got a little bus stop, although presently there is no bus that serves the station directly just yet. Now, of course, one question that she's going to mind is, where are the timetables? Well, you see, they don't actually have paper timetables. They're all displayed in this little tablet here, although the service pattern is ostensibly going to be the same for at least the next 12 months. It's going to be one train an hour in each direction going via Kirkcaldy. From next year they will also introduce an additional service that runs via Glenrothes and Cowdenbeath. I have to say, even for a short line with only 2 stations, it is a really impressive job. But anyways, this next train coming through I'm going to be getting out, so thank you very much for watching this video, guys. If you like this video and you want to see more, please be sure to like, comment and subscribe. I've been David Ramsey, and I'll see you later.